Minimalism. It's about living with less. Less stuff, less clutter, less stress. It sounds simple, even freeing, and for many it is. Minimalism can bring clarity, purpose, and even joy. But is there a darker side to this pursuit of less? Can stripping away the excess leave us feeling empty? Minimalism is often touted as a path to happiness. We're told that by decluttering our homes and lives, we can find peace and contentment. But what if this pursuit of less comes at a cost? What if, in our quest for simplicity, we end up sacrificing something essential? This essay explores the potential downsides of minimalism, delving into both its digital and physical aspects. We'll examine how this trend, while often beneficial, can negatively impact mental well-being. Join us as we uncover the complexities of minimalism and its effects on the human psyche. Disconnecting in a hyper-connected world. The fear of missing out. It's a pervasive feeling in the digital age, fueled by the constant stream of curated experiences on social media. When we disconnect, we risk missing out on the latest news, the funniest memes, the envy-inducing vacation photos. This fear can be paralyzing, making it difficult to truly disengage. The persuasive design of technology also plays a role. Apps are engineered to be addictive, with notifications, likes, and endless feeds designed to keep us hooked. Breaking free from these digital traps requires conscious effort and a willingness to resist the allure of instant gratification. Initial discomfort is common when adopting digital minimalism. We may feel bored, restless, or even anxious without our usual digital distractions. The silence can be deafening, forcing us to confront our thoughts and emotions without the buffer of technology. But this discomfort is often temporary. As we adjust to a less digitally cluttered life, we rediscover the joys of offline living. We find pleasure in simple things, engage in meaningful conversations, and cultivate a deeper sense of presence. Physical minimalism encourages us to declutter our homes and lives, letting go of possessions that no longer serve us. This process can be liberating, freeing us from the weight of material possessions and creating a sense of spaciousness and calm. However, for some, the act of decluttering can be emotionally charged. Our belongings often hold sentimental value, representing memories, relationships, and aspects of our identity. Letting go of these items can trigger feelings of loss, guilt, or even grief. The initial discomfort of a pared-down lifestyle can also be challenging. We may miss the comfort of familiar objects, the security of a fully stocked pantry, or the excitement of acquiring new things. This discomfort can be amplified by societal norms that equate success with material possessions. Moreover, minimalism can inadvertently lead to a sense of emptiness if not approached mindfully. When we focus solely on reducing possessions, we risk neglecting the importance of experiences, relationships, and personal growth. It's crucial to remember that minimalism is not about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices about what we allow into our lives, both physically and digitally. It's about curating a life that aligns with our values and brings us joy, rather than simply accumulating more stuff. Section 5. Designing for addiction. While minimalism offers numerous benefits, it is not immune to the possibility of becoming an addictive behavior. The constant pursuit of fewer possessions and a simpler lifestyle can, paradoxically, become an obsession. Look for these SIGs in your life and ask yourself, is it worth it? Overemphasis on reduction? Do you compare yourself constantly to other minimalists? How many shirts or forks you keep in your home has become an obsession? Identity and self-worth. Defining oneself solely through the lens of minimalism and feeling superior or morally righteous compared to non-minimalists. Social isolation. Avoiding social interactions or relationships that involve material possessions or consumer activities. The minimalist's relentless pursuit of shedding possessions can sometimes lead to a sense of loss, rather than liberation, creating a cycle where the individual constantly searches for the next item to discard in hopes of achieving an idealized version of simplicity. It's becoming another keeping up with the Joneses, but this time the game is who has less. Too much focus on material things is controlling your life. It's the opposite of hoarding when it has turned into obsession. Section 6. Concrete jungles and empty hearts, urbanization, minimalism, and loneliness. Urbanization, with its trend towards smaller living spaces, has contributed to the rise of minimalism. As cities become denser and housing costs soar, people are adapting to life with less square footage. This shift towards smaller homes can be a practical necessity rather than a conscious lifestyle choice. However, urbanization itself can negatively impact mental health. The hustle and bustle of city life, coupled with factors like social isolation, noise pollution, and lack of green spaces, can contribute to feelings of stress, anxiety, and loneliness. Minimalism, while often associated with simplicity and peace, may exacerbate these feelings in an urban context. When combined with the isolating effects of city life, a minimalist lifestyle could inadvertently lead to a greater sense of loneliness and disconnection. It's crucial to consider the interplay between our physical environment and our mental well-being. Creating a sense of community, fostering social connections, and ensuring access to nature are essential for mitigating the potential downsides of both urbanization and minimalism. Section 7. The Minimalist Mindset: Cultivating Contentment or Fueling Obsession. At its core, minimalism is about aligning our possessions with our values. It's about letting go of what no longer serves us so we can focus on what truly matters. This intentional way of living can be incredibly empowering, fostering a sense of contentment and gratitude. However, the minimalist mindset can also become problematic if taken to an extreme. When the pursuit of less becomes an obsession, it can lead to anxiety, rigidity, and a fear of straying from the minimalist ideal. This is where the line between minimalism and disordered thinking can become blurred. If we find ourselves constantly comparing our possessions to others, feeling guilty for indulging in small pleasures, or deriving our self-worth from the sparseness of our surroundings, it's a sign that our minimalist pursuits may be veering into unhealthy territory. Section 8. Finding Balance. Minimalism as a tool, not a tyrant. Minimalism, like any lifestyle choice, should be approached with balance and self-awareness. It's not a one-size-fits-all solution, and what works for one person may not work for another. The key is to find what feels right for you, honoring your individual needs and preferences. If you're considering adopting a minimalist lifestyle, start by asking yourself why. What are you hoping to achieve? What aspects of your life are you hoping to simplify? Once you've identified your motivations, you can begin to make conscious choices that align with your goals. Remember, minimalism is a tool, not a tyrant. It's a means to an end, not the end itself. The ultimate goal is to create a life that feels fulfilling, meaningful, and joyful. Whether that involves a sparsely decorated home, a carefully curated digital life, or simply a greater sense of intentionality in your everyday choices. Section 9. Conclusion: Less stuff, more happiness. The relationship between minimalism and mental health is complex. While minimalism can be a powerful tool for reducing stress, increasing focus, and fostering contentment, it's not without its potential downsides. The key is to approach minimalism with a balanced perspective, recognizing both its benefits and its limitations. Ultimately, happiness is not found in the absence of things, but in the presence of what truly matters: meaningful relationships, fulfilling work, and a sense of purpose. Minimalism can help us create space for these things in our lives, but it's up to us to fill that space with what brings us joy. So, is minimalism messing with your mind? The answer, like most things in life, is it depends. By approaching minimalism with intentionality, self-awareness, and a healthy dose of balance, we can harness its power for good without falling prey to its potential pitfalls.
Thank you for joining us on this journey into the world of minimalism. We hope this video has offered you some valuable insights and perspectives. If you found this content helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel for more thought-provoking videos. And don't forget to hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Drop your comment below. I would love to read your comments on how minimalism affected your life. We have plenty more to explore together. Remember, less stuff can indeed lead to more happiness, but only you can determine the right balance for your life. Until next time, stay mindful and stay curious.